On March 11th, 2019, Path of Exile announced a new stash tab to be added, the Unique tab. This allows you to store and showcase one copy of every Unique in-game. When I read that, I knew what I had to do. I've set off to obtain every Unique in-game in the solo self-found game mode, filling the Unique stash tab completely. This shit will take a long ass time and won't be easy, but I'm always down for a grind. I'm Mathew Lighty, and this is All for One. Hey guys, I'm Mathew Lighty. This is episode 172 of All for One, the quest for unique completion. And in this episode, we have a bunch of stuff from Necropolis, including all the Necropolis uniques. We'll discuss what they are and how to get them. It's not very complicated, but we'll still talk about it. And then a bunch of stuff in Standard, between cleaning up and converting scarabs post-merge, doing some activities, and laying the foundation for where I want to spend the majority of my time in this current Necropolis League and this path. But first, a quick word from our darling sponsor. That's right, Iced Tea Aesthetics is the home for all things Lighty, the sponsor for the All for One series, and a fantastic place where I get a lot of my clothing. At this point, over hundreds of articles of clothing I wear. You could purchase any amount of clothing using both the promo code Lighty10 and Lighty20. If you don't even like anime, they just got like some cool stuff as well. If you check under the collection section, they have things just like a dark aesthetic. So if you like kind of minimalistic dark designs, they have that too, from Junji Ito stuff to just something that's more plain, like some pretty little flowers and a bunch of color. Comfortable clothing, quality clothing. They have a litany of sales constantly. And don't forget to use the promo code, but if for some reason the discount is bigger for whatever thing they're running, for example, if they had like a Black Friday, buy two, get one free, don't use the promo code. Use that instead, because that saves you more money. Either way, Iced Tea Aesthetics, sponsor of All for One series and all things Lighty. I enjoy it, you enjoy it. Back to the episode. Okay, so we're gonna roll the stream content first. This is a bunch of Necropolis stuff, and then there's gonna be a bunch of clips that we're gonna fade into. You'll just see a fade, and then it'll show the clips. Clips are like off-air stuff, and then that'll be a bunch of Necropolis, and then some standard stuff. And then we're gonna leap to the end portion after that, before the video's out, to discuss a few things. How does the build work? It's very simple. So you're just using Detonate Dead off of Cast on Crit. So you use the best thing to trigger COC at the moment for a ranged attack ability, basically, is Lancing Steel of Lancing, because it sprays a bunch of shit and all that shit pierces, right? So that's what you use to trigger it. Then it's Cast on Crit, and then you're triggering an order Desecrate to place the corpses, and then Detonate Dead to blow up the corpses. And Chain Reaction just keeps detonating, so as things are dying, it's making more corpses that are then dying, right? So, yeah, you're just triggering it, desecrating, things get hit, Detonate Deads go off. And then you're linking into crit strikes and crit damage, because it's just all crit. Res is capped. Okay, I'm gonna hit the shield. It's honestly fine. Yep, that'll do. Alright. That was a fucking alk and a half.
That was easy.
That was an alk and a half.
Yeah.
Jeez. Better than a graveyard craft.
Yeah.
Dark times.
Oh, I'm just getting abused by Roas. Oh no. There's loot underneath this thing. I see it. There we go.
I know you're there.
I can smell your loot.
I can smell your pudge, meat sack.
Oh no.
Why does my
Not
beetle
the fragrant
smell
fupa.
Ooh, not the FF.
The fetid fupa.
Oh, not, yeah. Fetid. Fuda fupa.
Oh no, it's completely different.
Fuda fupa fupa fupa. Is it though? Is it?
Yeah.
Hootie hoo.
That's one of the games that was on my Ambernick.
Whoa.
If you're wondering how I got to this jump of what I'm about to say, it's
I'm really excited for this.
Katamari Damacy, because I was thinking about Fudanari Damacy, and then
Oh, okay. Okay.
they had the first one of those in there.
Holy shit.
That's a game right there.
Yeah. At what level did you swap over to COC? What a great question. 50. Level 50.
Do not recommend.
And it made my campaign about 8.5 hours longer than it should be. Wish I was special. Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Just love having to pick up every single map now forever. This entire league.
Yeah, but free nameless seer.
I know, that's why I'm doing it. Each map
you're
is
just
just a
gonna
1 in
rinse-
200 of a
rinse through
nameless
the
seer,
map.
basically. You don't have to walk into them. You just
Yeah,
put them
I
in,
know.
check for me. Yeah, I did. I've already done hundreds. Like, it's a hot take, but I think it's their only good album, Meteor. Is that it?
That's fair. The one with Jay-Z is pretty fucking.
I like that one also.
OP.
Reanimated or whatever.
Loved you on the podcast. It's a game. Play what you want.
What?
What if the Nazis start playing? Huh? You
Oh,
gonna
no.
let them have fun?
Lighty,
You gonna let them
Lighty,
have fun?
Lighty.
Down,
Please,
boys, down.
Lady, I
Lighty,
don't think
please,
the
I'm
Nazis are
begging
gonna
you.
play Path of Exile. It's
They
okay.
might. They tried to have a Path of Exile one time. My people ended up in cages. Yeah, but
Garnish with Alfredo sauce.
tell them
Yeah,
about,
hold on. There's a lot to unpack on
Tell
that
me-
sentence.
tell them about the cold brew.
Oh, cold brew?
Yeah,
I don't do that.
yes,
That's
he
made
does.
up.
he
that's
takes
made up.
cold beef broth and puts it in a container
up.
and puts raw pasta in it and puts it in the fridge. Then after 3 days, he has like overnight oats with his pasta. Basically,
Made up.
he's got cold brew beef noodles.
Yeah, he
my
was
mom
sleeping
was
a
asking her.
long
She was
night.
like, "How much did you sleep?" And he's like, "Well, I streamed for like 17 hours." Then I chilled for an hour. Then I slept for 6 hours. And she's like, "Matthew, that's too much time in a day." That's over 24, I think. Maybe. Although you couldn't have slept for 8 hours in that or whatever. I was like, yeah, I know.
You know how
Oh,
I know that
hostility.
Ken doesn't watch the TikToks I send her? Because she sends the same one right after I send it.
Damn.
Left
That's
on
kinda
red,
fucked up, Kel.
sent the same message back, even worse.
It was really funny too because I was like, "Did you see the moth TikTok I sent you?" And she's like, "No, I'll go watch it," and then sends it back.
Yo, Pat, check
special.
out this moth.
Yo,
Which one?
Whoa, I just. Oh, that's very funny. I detonated one of the bosses that made it spawn on top of Hydra. It just fucking one shot him.
it's the delete.
Whom?
I thought you just said something about
Oh.
disco.
Let's try the peanut-filled bunny.
Oh my god.
It's the weird.
Sorry, creamy,
Nut-
creamy
These
peanut.
poor fucking sex workers. They have to deal with this man.
The nut-filled bunny.
creamy peanut-filled bunny.
He just goes to the
You want a
brothel and
picture?
opens the menu, and this is what he just reads out.
I'm gonna send you a picture, Kel.
Oh no! Do not redeem. Do not.
Okay, it's too late.
Sending you my nut-filled cream butter.
No, not good luck.
I hope
Wow.
you get the
Very, very funny.
system.
There is. First off, it's all shit. Third off, there's 4 belts. None of them are
Oh
good.
my god.
Oh my
Gotta
god.
pick the Widow Hail, right?
How's the Widow Hill?
It is perfectly bad.
Oh no.
Oh, that's like.
Oh, that's a hate crime.
Oh my gosh, that's keepable just because it's the worst.
Tuesday, ain't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Chuck Tuesday.
Chip Chop Tuesday. Gulp. I cannot wait to see Bevo's obituary. That's gonna be so fucking good.
God.
This one's for you, big dog. Chip Shop Tuesday. And the entire audience gulps at the same time. 6% of them die. Just instantly.
What the fuck?
Is it making like something specific there? Gloves? They look like gloves right there. Alright, yeah. These are gloves. Alright, these are worthless items. It's a +1, but they are worthless items. Because it's a link item.
Links, let's go.
With our powers combined, we make a unique shield, I guess. Let's find out. It looks like a shield, I think. Armor? Let's have a shield picture. Oh, the boots. Those are boots. Alright, not a shield. Veruso's Ambition Shackled Boots. These are the ones that give you the Ravenous thing. They display their monster category, and then when you eat them, it gives you a buff, but eating them is not... It's not instant, so I can't automate it. That's not triggerable like that, but yeah, cool. Very, very cool. So that's Veruso done and Fresia done. Gratis. Asia leg tight straight. Okay, I've got those also. Boom. Raven Asia. Leg. Probably Tish, not Tish. Tish. Correct. A weapon. Wow. Womp. 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 Oh, it's a ring. Okay. Gratis Signet. Crit attack speed, cast speed. Oh, interesting. It's actually a pretty good ring. Huh. Attack speed, cast speed, ES life. Attacks afflict unnerve on crit, which is spell damage, and intimidate on crit. It's not a bad ring at all. It's actually pretty solid. It could be the best unique from this league mechanic I've seen so far. But the only problem is you would never use these because unless you're using mandatory unique gloves, because you could just the value that's like an ailment implicit, so it's like whatever, you know. I used to be a rat.
Made me crazy.
I was very angelic last night in the TikToks.
Thanks.
Listening to the what are you saying? Thank you. I didn't even finish the sentence.
Sorry, I just took it as a compliment.
But we wasn't even talking about you.
Out here making assumptions.
What? Yeah. What? What do you think I was even gonna say? No, tell me. No, tell me now.
Plane of existence.
Tell me. What was I gonna say? Say it, you fucking coward. There's nowhere to hide. We're not moving on past this. This is it. Say it. What do you think I was gonna say?
This is too much pressure.
Yeah, pressure makes diamonds, bitch. Harden up. What do you got? Nothing.
I was gonna say I was the person that sent you that TikTok.
Yeah, you were. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Thank you.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. About to crumble like a stale cookie. Yeah.
Why did this taint? I got the breaches always belong to Chayu.
That's all I heard.
Huh?
Why did this taint? That's all I heard. I got a fucking Beano's. It's Wednesday. That's you. Governor Thomas Shelby got me a Beano's. The fucking Lee boys took my T0. Nevalius is built. Summon Undertaker Aramore. Poop. There we go. Alright. This is the flask duration, reduced flask effect that gets inverted by levels, which is very funny. It's you know, kind of whatever, but sure. So now we're just missing the last Parandus person. Then we have all the league uniques. Is that enough? I don't know. Find out. Not sure, guys. I didn't have much problems personally. Just kill or be killed. Such a piece of shit. How is that even possible? Let's try off the pack size thing. Where's the cool one? Here it is. It just looks like a fucking orb. I know they have fleas. It should be interesting. I wonder if they look like little rats running around. Oh, look, there they are. Yeah, they're just fucking meatballs. Oh my god. Get back here, meatballs. Oh, fucking popcorn central. It's just little nuggets of orbs. How can you say this league is bad and there's fucking meatballs running around? I think it lacks the scope. Let's see what this one is. Abomination Man. Turbo, Frenzy Charge. Area has patches of Awakener Desolation. Players cannot recharge ES, so I literally can't do it. Players can't recharge life, mana, or ES. Why have... Oh, it's regen and recharge. You can't have either. Rares have 2 mods. Players don't deal damage 40% of the time. Fun. Oh, interesting. So, meat sacks do, like, no damage, right? But if a meat sack has Snowbolt, that has a flat amount of damage, and that actually hits. So, that's probably the only modifier. Maybe with the lightning totems also, that really makes meat sacks do damage. Just for my own sanity to connect this loop here. I just don't know if for some reason it's going to shit the bed and, like, not connect this. You know? Okay, that's it. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's a challenge for making an item with full mod. Well, let's see what happens. It's probably gonna be a piece of shit, honestly. It's probably gonna be a piece of shit. Okay, they're both 5 link. That's good. Don't anyone think it? I don't have any more. This is all I have. People weren't fucking paying attention. It's like I used the exact amount of shit I had. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty much all tier 2. Didn't hit crit rate. Not bad at all. That'll do. Would have been nicer if it hit crit chance, but then multi. But you know, I drop you RKO style. Grab you from the back and then just suplex you off the top ring.
What's that pin? That like pin that was getting posted? Like we saw it on TikTok or something? No?
Hmm.
The spladle?
No, let it.
Silence kills you. It's great. It's just I'm just gonna be dead silent. Just see if anyone would think. I can just hear you fucking flop sweating from over there. Yeah, spladle. Getting spladle is unfortunate. It's basically what this crab is doing to me in my ass. Is this from Reddit or you make this?
I made this.
Oh, you made this? Post on Reddit.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what would be better, be more funny, is if you elongated Winnie the Pooh's jacket all the way down. Here, hold on.
I was gonna paint, like, I was gonna try to draw the rest, like the rest of him.
Uh-oh, Lighty's MS painting again.
Let's go.
Just drag it all the way down. It looks perfectly fine then. Shooter! I'd like to get a yoke so I could just not have to do this anymore, mostly. Oh, I'm dead.
I didn't play, like, the actual well, I never realized
That's not
how
right.
many shit tattoos there are.
One cosmic fragment. Why is it... Well, that's what I don't really get, is why am I only getting 1 fragment off of 17s?
I thought they said it was 3.
He's almost cold.
To be honest, a div card that gives 1 scarab is...
Oh, they're coming in. The boys are coming.
Pardon?
Back in town.
Hey, look, no yoke. What? And I come into cull? Why are they culling? Here we go.
Oh my god, they're just... every time I combine them,
And
they
the
got
yoke?
shit.
That's not right. None of that's right. I got 2 fragments this time. New record. This Shaper mod, where it's, the Unstable Tentacle Fiends thing, is like one of the few... Probably the only one that's viable to do while mapping, really. Or, like, doing actual tier 17s. The other ones just cause such chaos. Like, the Desolation or the Maven ones. But these, once you get out of their AoE, the actual, like, trigger range, they don't actually do anything. So if you get far enough away, you're safe. And then if you stand close enough, you're also safe. You're not safe from each other, so if they overlap, it doesn't matter. The one problem with this Elder mod is they just keep growing off screen. And if I don't know where the fuck they are. Like that right there. Also, it does feel like, I would say, half the loot that you got in the base game previously has been redistributed to T17s. And then not anywhere else. So like many people have talked about getting into the high 90s and multiple characters and only seeing like a 1 or 2 Divines drop. If you wonder where they are, they're in T17s. You just can't get them. Like, they're there. They just redistributed the loot to T17s. Yeah, I mean, if you have a back to basics tree set up with ghosts, and then you put in a 17, and then you get Quanta Rarity or Possessed as the top option, and you put on a meat sack, then you can get a ton of unique. Probably also can't complete the map then, because typically if you're probably doing all that with back to basics to juice the boss, odds are the map boss can like basically soft block you depending on what the mods are. Like if you get like increased AoE or certain things. Yeah, meat sacks aren't common, like, at all. I think I have 1 at the moment, maybe. So, like, I have no intention of killing the boss, right? 0 intention. I'm putting on my back to basics tree, okay? I have 0 intention of killing the boss in this map. Alright? I'm just hoping to proc a good mod here. So I got quantity, right? Okay, so that's pretty good. There's a meat sack. Okay. Oh, it's really unfortunate I rolled that firebolt. That thing might still kill me. Survive. Okay, so that's like the TLDR, I guess, of like what it looks like. Now, my filter's not hiding in the uniques, right? And then like, it also didn't have, you know, if I had the ghosting on, I could ghost them, but I didn't get the ghost mod where it's like kill something and a ghost spawns. This was more just to show that with just a regular back to basics tree and scarabs, you put on a meat sack with not even any ghosts, like no ghosts to be found, no touched or possessed, and you still get huge explosions with like the right setup. I mean, it's still pretty substantial, I would say. I don't know if I've got anything I needed this map, but like still a pretty large amount of stuff. Oh, I think I saw, there we go. Perfect. Alright. We got one good one here. Oh, it's a double too. Oh, even better. This better be pretty decent. Show me decent. Whoop! That almost crashed my game. Yep. Okay. It's pretty good. Alright, I gotta change my filter. Hold on. I'm gonna like wait here for a second. This might take a minute to upgrade. Update. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, is there something of note in here? 'Tis the question. Cloak of Defiance, I did want that. Alright. It'll be 0 hit under Mage Bloods because I am me. That is how this operates. Here we go. Any of those drop a ghost? No, I stepped in Desolation. Alright. The cell phone is going to go back on the spacebar, I think, here, because it's going to be a while. Oh, yeah. Alright. Still going? We're getting there, huh? Alright, here comes the call. Pop. It looked like everything went inside that crab that was chasing me. Hey there, little guy. This is fucking Ventor's. The saddest little boy. What?
Oh my god, the crab back is insane.
Is it doing anything?
I think you need to be in your hideout, I guess?
In a zone?
I guess, I don't know.
Do you only surf while near fucking Legion monoliths?
Oh, no. It's in water.
There it
In
is.
water.
Well, I mean, you were on the ground and doing it.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
It has
That's
to build
kinda
up, you know.
Crazy.
You gotta jump on your board.
This is not real.
That's wild.
This is not what is happening.
Look, yeah, look, fantasy, Lighty,
Lighty,
fantasy.
I know this
Why is
is
it, like,
part of an
shooting
April
stuff out of
Fool's
the
video, but this is actually Path of Exile.
It's just a crab strapped to my back.
I don't know
It's a big ass crab.
who came up with this or why this got added
That
to
just
the
crashed
game,
me?
and you crashed.
Yep. Alright, good. Well, I saw a
Fuck's sake.
sesame seed in my shit this morning.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. I thought it was a mite at first.
Oh, that kid.
I got
bad.
the fucking worms again.
Yeah.
Leave the bye.
Get the vacuum.
Don't joke about that. We'll
Horse
definitely
worms?
do.
Ooh, aw. Wait, what?
Yeah, I have a McTin
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's such a meme. Jewels drop corrupted, and they're flagging my filter as jewels, but they're just, it's a shit jewel that got veiled.
Sorry, your son's a special boy.
Skirt.
What do you mean? Pikachu, show him. Wow, that ghost update's actually cracked, because these ghosts went
They're
around the fucking
specialized.
side, all the way around the map to try to get to this one rare over there that they can't reach.
Yeah.
But the door's locked, so let me go let him in. Alright, boys, you're free to go in now. I'm armor capped, evasion capped, I'm fucking suppress capped, every res capped, 80 all res. Also, I have Wellspring on. I have
You
everything.
got a regen.
I have a 2,000
And a
regen.
defense.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only way to fucking do this shit unless you're gonna one-tap it.
That's
Just
so
trying
fucked
to
that he
keep the
doesn't
fucking
stand in
damage
the
up.
middle.
No,
when
he
it-
doesn't. He likes to go where he wants to go.
Yeah, you did great.
Show me a yoke on my first kill. Nothing. Wait, he didn't drop loot yet, maybe. It's very quiet. Oh, he did. It just didn't
There it
drop
goes.
yoke. Can I blow up Shield on this guy? I did, yeah. I love that. Well, that is still deathless and everything. Everything done. I have everything in the Atlas done. Every seven of the 17s, all this stuff done, all of it before I have a fucking carriage trial. I don't even know what free. It's like some sort of unknown flow I'm stuck in. What is it? Glimpse of Infinity. What is that?
Maybe the hands?
I mean, maybe.
If the laser touches you, it
I'm
loses
literally
your
just like
speed.
fucking. Now I'm petrified again.
Just not dying.
I'm just stuck in limbo. Oh, you know what? I do have all 4 different Parandus things now. I am going to make a Parandus thing. I almost have a second one, so I'm just gonna make one. Legally, when I make this, I could quit the league too. I'm gonna get something. It's gonna be great. It's chaos damage, fantastic. No complaints. There you go. Cool beans. Put this on my Hex Blaster. See you in 2 years. League over. Okay, so putting this in the quote-unquote optimal spot makes my damage go from 6.5k, doink, oh, I didn't put the points in, that's valid, to 8.7k. That's a huge damage increase. Alright, Parandus pack seems good.
That's fucking weird as shit.
Free at last, carriage trial.
Maybe this guy actually buys the shield. Last guy backed out on me. Backed out on me.
Backed out of me or on me? Oh no.
Yeah.
Clipped.
Something like that. Because they didn't have enough decks.
He said it.
He lacked the dexterity to back out from you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just digging a deeper hole.
Well, no, he did have enough dexterity
Oh,
to back
boy.
out, but he didn't have enough to equip a shield.
So I'm in the process in standard now of going through all my veiled scarabs. I have like thousands, and I'm just organizing my standard stash along with bucketing the remove only tabs. These are the remove only tabs. A lot of them are map tabs and things like this where there's just like flecks of maps, or currency tabs where there's just like large stacks of like redundant currency that I don't need at the moment. So just processing all of this is going to take a very long time. So the focus now is to do scarabs. Curious what scarabs we actually end up getting at the end of this. There are a couple key ones for us that I'd love to get. One of them is the guaranteed Ultimatum Trial Master. That's a huge one. Certain horn scarabs, but that's like the biggest one for me. It's just the guaranteed Ultimatum Trial Master, or the one that says, I think it's either the second or the last one in Blight. All Blight maps that drop in this map are Blight Ravage. That's a pretty huge one also. So we're going to go through all these and see if we end up with any of the desirable ones. It's going to take hours, so we'll just check back in when we're done, and I'll probably be missing some scarabs because the ratios are so fucked. But all right, doing the last couple here. Didn't take too long, but I'm also going like as fast as I could possibly fucking click. So what's crazy is, I guess it's not crazy, but in all of this, I still didn't hit the one horn scarab that all it says is the other scarabs aren't consumed. So I think that scarab's highly overrated, personally, but that's neither here nor there. It's, yeah, it's just like, I just feel like it limits you. It's just kind of a trade thing to my knowledge. But anyway, notable scarabs, we hit one Nameless Seer, which just gives you a Nameless Seer, which is base game uniques, which I don't care about anymore. The other one is full stack of div cards and 2 of the specific area ones. Incredibly rare. Guaranteed Harvest Bosses, incredibly rare. Black Morgan Craft, this is pretty cool. This is like a Swiss Army knife of a bestiary craft. It could do a lot of things like max gems and 6-link stuff, so pretty cool there. Itemized Architect, incredibly rare, also gives you a free temple. Makes all the rares in the map inside of essences, very, very rare. Shrines are guarded by Atlas bosses, and modifiers apply to them, incredibly rare. Here's the Blight Ravage one. We got 4, which is sure. It's okay. I would have preferred more than 4, but that's hunky-dory. You combine that with like more openable chests, and then like maybe something else. There's like a map one we can maybe do. maps have a chance to be duplicated. So 2 of those, 1 of those, then maybe like 1 of those. And it might be like, I don't know, something there. The Mega Breach Hand one, additional breaches, very, very rare. I found a couple of those bad boys. What else is super rare? Multiple Legion opens, very, very rare. Always having Marikath, super rare. Always having Chayula, super rare. Not only, like, it's not always the far right one is the rare one. Sometimes it's, like, kind of fucking random. So, yeah, none of the map ones are rare. None of the Beyond ones are rare. This one, this is Monstrous Treasure, basically, in a Scarab. Quite rare. Only 3 guaranteed Trial Masters. Very unfortunate. And 3 guaranteed full Catalyst ones. Pretty rare there. Expeditions are always Danig. Quite rare. None of these are really rare for the commons. And then the Horn Scarabs are you know, you could see the massive distribution here. It's basically like the Nemesis one is incredibly common compared to the other ones. And the other ones are relatively the same rarity. Sans the fucking reopenable one, so yeah. I mean, it's the new Scarabs are great, but like that's the distribution of these is like kind of a bummer for certain mechanics. So it really shows you like what mechanics are really worth kind of going towards, which ones are worth investing into, especially in solo self-found. Like, don't plan on ever seeing like some of these div ones, you know, in a full league, or Black Morgan even is like, you know, it's just something you would never plan to see. So we'll take advantage of whatever we can here, do the best we can, and then see if we can get something neat amongst that. I don't know exactly how Hinocorus locks work. It says allows an item to foresee the results on the next currency item used on it. So do I have to click the lock on, right click it and then left click on the item? Okay, so I right click the lock, click on the item. Now it looks all fucking weird. And then if I hover over it, I can see the outcome. Very funny. It's not desirable. So now if I were to craft on prefixes can't be changed, or if I were to use, if I hover over, I guess, a Veiled Orb, it's the same outcome, it looks like. If I craft on it, it changes the item, therefore it's going to eat the lock, right? Like if I try to use a crafting bench on it. So like if I put on suffixes can't be changed, just going to find out. Okay, suffixes can't be changed. Yep, it ate the lock. It didn't say it was going to, but it did it. Alright, so then the suffixes can't be changed. I use a Veiled Orb. The only thing it can take is the suffixes can't be changed roll. Because it can't touch suffixes. So it has to hit a prefix, of which there is only one. And it should be Life and Mana Regen. Alright, that item is now done. That is awaiting a Kalandra's Ring. Okay, so by now you've seen, between the last episode and this one, all of the Parandus, or not Parandus, apologies, all the Necropolis uniques. Parandus Pact being the most prevalent one. This one comes in a variety of options that you can't directly pick. You have to use corpses to kind of skew what you want to hit. I have hit Chaos Damage. I was initially going for Chaos Resistance. Chaos Damage, I believe, is actually the most expensive. It's incredibly good, depending where you place it. There was a clip in the video where this is on a Hexblast character. I made a lot of Ulsus League. Most of them were made in 2 days and basically abandoned because I just like to level early in League and try things, but none of them really pan out typically. So this one made my damage again go from 4.3k in this situation to 7.2k. Tremendous chunk of damage because all of these small nodes gives 6%. So depending on where you place these things, Parandus Pack, especially when it's linked with things like Might of the Meek and a Natural Instinct, really, really, really pop off. So maybe I'll try to get one. The one I wanted to get the most is Mana, because in the Scion starting area, you could do things like place a Parandus here, place an Unnatural Instinct there, then place a Might of the Meek there, and it like super juices all the middle stuff. So maybe I'll try to go for something like that. The only problem is these Parandus, the Parandus coffins, the actual pieces, are incredibly rare. Like, I don't know if I have like 2 maybe? 1. I have 1 extra. They're unconscionably rare. You know, and even if you have on the Atlas passive tree, this chunk of nodes that says there's increased chance to have unique corpses, still incredibly rare to get these Prentice pieces. Every other unique, piss easy. You can get them 10 times over if you wanted to. None of them are also very good, from what I've seen. Navalius's belt seems basically unusable, unless I've missed something here. The kind of meme is that it gives a bunch of effect eventually, so the joke is it'd be great to use with a Mage Blood. Obviously, it's a belt, so you can't. Then you have the Frisia's gloves, which I think are exclusively used in Trade League on Autobots, because it's all about link skills, so effectively unusable. Gratis's ring applies Unnerve and Intimidate, which you wouldn't want both, and you could get either as an implicit from Eater Exarch on gloves. Rest of the stats in the ring are not very important, so it's also kind of shit. But, I mean, you could val it for things. It's a diamond. I don't know. It's not very good. And the boots, Veruso's Ambition, display enemy corpse categories unless you eat skills with the rabbit. It's just super fucking clunky. Maybe useful in some, like, trying to pump single target weird setup situation, but basically seems unusable. And then again, Prentice Pact is really, really good. So that's it. Those are the 5 Necropolis uniques. So technically I'm done with Necropolis League as far as uniques go. We're not very difficult this time around. All's well that ends well. Fantastic. Now we're going to jump to Standard because I want to showcase something that is problematic but also potentially a goal. So we're hopping on our Chieftain, which was our Magic Finder in Affliction League. I've retrofit him to basically be very similar in gear set. Same purpose basically, but they're just doing a traditional Righteous Fire Fulcrum build. I might swap to Detonate Dead potentially, but he's basically just MFing in the same way. The tree is very similar. It's not, you're just exploding and then you're self-igniting with Fulcrum, walking around, everything dies, yada yada yada. Nothing to be surprised there. The reason this character is kind of important is because we have every single base game unique this league, thanks to the addition of the Calandras, Touch being added to our supplies. Very, very cool we got that. However, they have introduced, from Affliction League, the staff Burden of Shadows. This staff is a 1C unique. Week 1 of this league, it was 1 Chaos. Cut to find out that this staff is actually T0 in rarity. Extremely disappointing from just a game design and enjoyment perspective, but just also mildly annoying because now we're missing yet again 1 base game T0. So the Burden of Shadows, literally unusable unique by most standards, cost nothing. People don't even bother selling it for a Chaos. T0 in rarity, same rarity as Headhunter, Mage Blood, etc. So we have to get that now. So I've been kind of soft magic finding on this character to try to do, try to find one of those. So that'll be a semi-focus. And Standard is to find that. I'm not a big fan of the current T17 meta. I very much dislike doing T17s, spending multiple Chaos, having to roll a map where half the mods are just annoying. Things like you don't do damage 40% of the time, or reduces your action speed to where you're below base value. Like, just not fun. It's the opposite of fun. I don't know who designed it, but I would like to call for their firing immediately. It's just terrible thing. It's like as if there was a map mod that said every 10 seconds a man kicked you in the shin and then just jerked off in your soup. Like, get your cum out of my soup. I'm trying to play a game here. Either or. That basically summarizes what we've been up to and what we're working on. So in Necropolis League, I'm effectively done, but I'll still be playing it because I enjoy playing the COC Detonate Dead build and maybe working on that gear. Although there's not much I really have to work towards since it's like kind of whatever. But in Standard, there's a lot of fun things to work towards. Not limited to, but you saw we handed in all our Scarabs. So we have the things like, where are they? So these, to drop Blight Ravage, to start, work on a lot of cool goals like for the Blight Ravage stuff. Do a bunch of Blight maps, try to get ourselves our Strangle Gasp, and really close off some of the missing uniques here. Now, a lot of the things we're missing do come from new Ubers. Like, I understand that, but I think that meta is going to be shifting massively pretty soon. So I'm just going to kind of let that rock. We're still missing a lot of replicas, so we're going to focus on getting maybe some replicas and some of our missing things, like Strangle Gasp or things like Apep Supremacy, while also magic finding on my little crab boy here. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Catch me on stream. If not, catch me in Discord when I'm on like office hours. Feel free to ask questions. This has been All For One. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.